Ladies and gentlemen, ninjas, welcome back to the Decon with I, your main man JP. Um, so I'm a little different today. The gang's not all here, but I want to address something that just came to my attention, or came to my attention a few months back, but it got highlighted today with the recent release of a BBC documentary on the subject. You can tell from the title, the plight of Mubarak Bala. Um, Damn, Nigerian born, raised a Muslim. Mubarak Bala turned from his religion and declared himself an atheist, or as we prefer to call ourselves, a humanist. He was a non-believer, and of course he professed his faith, his lack of faith, or his views on things by on social media. I'm sorry, it's a bit irritating. Uh, on social media, and of course, when he started, apparently he turned to atheism, to humanism, around the year 2013, and his father thought apparently that he was mentally ill, so he was hospitalized in a mental institute for 18 days in 2014. He was released after protests from the doctors in the institute. But of course, as things go, then he was arrested again in 2020 because of Facebook posts about his atheism, so he was arrested for blasphemy against who else but Muhammad. And since 2020, he's been in prison awaiting trial. And this year, April of 2022, he was convicted 24 years for blasphemy. Imagine that. 24 years speaking your mind. And this happened in Nigeria, which is often looked at as one of the more developed African nations. This is fucked up. I watched interviews, and I even saw and the guy, I'm not even gonna name his name, who basically reported him to the police. He was very happy about this. He was very happy about it. And a guy like this, he doesn't understand that one thing that people like Mr. Mubarak and myself would profess to. The reason why we turned away from religion, we're all religious. I was Catholic. Is that we see what goes on in the media and things perpetuated by so-called the religious people, acts of savagery, barbarism committed by them. And it turns us away from religion because people can profess to be good and want good things, but they use their faith to cover up their evil. And when they do evil, it's okay because their God will forgive them, or they've done it in the name of their God, and it's all right. And one of the main tenets of humanism is that, yeah, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. People are free and should be free to believe what they want and do what they want. But that is not a tenet of religion, it would seem. And the man who instigated this, of course, in his interview, you should look up this BBC short documentary, The Cost of Being an Atheist. He's very happy that this happened. Ironically, not seeing that this was an act of pure evil. I mean, the man's in prison. His son, for 2 years, has been in prison. His son is now 2 years old. He's not seen his son. There's not been 1 year of his son's life that he's been a free man. And there probably won't be. This was an act of pure malice and in turn pure evil. And the reason given for this is because, oh, his posts hurt my feelings and the feelings of the community. Feelings being hurt are not a basis to take away a man's life and livelihood. If your feelings about your religion, if your belief is so weak that it can be hurt by a fake Facebook post, then you don't have any belief in your religion. You do not have a belief in your God. Then your God is weak. And you were inexorably, my friend, created in the image of your God. Weak and petty. I can't really... I'm not okay with this. So, let's get this out there. Hashtag free Mubarak Bala. Let's get this out there. Let's try and get this man home to his family. Not much I can do from here. I'm in Seychelles, it's an African country, and this man's plight made me realize how lucky I am to be born where I was, where I can express myself in this fashion. We have different denominations here, different versions of Christianity. There's a ton of them. We have a mosque in Victoria, and I really don't know what else to say. Brother Bala, stay strong. I hope you get to see your wife and your kid again. So, signing off from the Decon. This has been me, your main man, JP. These are just my thoughts. Right or wrong.
My advocacy is always freedom of religion, social justice, and also freedom of speech.